This is my thing with Chef Boy. This is kind of a bittersweet situation, right? Because I'm kind of familiar with Chef Boy. Done had some dealings with him a while ago. Not really too recent. Not saying like we tight or close or anything like that or keep up with each other. But when I was knowing him, he was a cool dude. Cutting hair and whatnot, doing his music thing and all that. He was working to get where he trying to get to. So when you see somebody try to make it in anything for a while and you see them finally get like a viral moment or a buzz, you gonna be kind of happy for them unless you like a just jealous, envy, competing or a hater. So I am like one side of me is kind of like, man, like okay, I'm happy to see him reach something that I know he was trying to reach. But on the other hand, I really am not in agreement with how he went about gaining this buzzy moment. See, Chef Boy do music that's more like for the kids, for like the dancing, for the ladies to dance. It's kind of like the party scene, like the local party scene, right? Not necessarily like the club scene, not like gonna be in the same rotation of like Future and all that. But if you know Los Angeles and stuff like that, and the surrounding counties and other things, you understand the local little party scene. Some other names I can't think of right now, but Chef Boy will fall in the category of some of those people. It'd be like a lot of dudes, they all kind of be representing gangs, but don't nobody really be like set tripping. It be people, just people from ops and all that stuff. And some people be studioing, some people really be from where they from, some people just be claiming something just to be claiming it. But what I don't get and what I don't respect, right? And y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. This ain't no clickbait. We gonna run that content and give y'all what y'all looking for. But I want to say this, right? The reason why I don't respect Chef Boy's approach with this song is because his whole campaign in the song is just gang this, gang that, the gang. I'm outside with the gang. I don't go nowhere. I go to the store with the gang, brush my teeth with the gang. Everything is just the gang. He's just gang, 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 right? And he's also older, right? Chef Boy has to be somewhere in his late 30s at least. Chef Boy goes about himself to create these songs with these terms. He's saying certain things that's very disrespectful, right? Like when he's talking about dudes for bigs and that's all disrespectful. Bigs is not a word. That is disrespecting Crips, right? When he's in his verse, right? He say some other words to where he's just replacing C's in his verbiage. So to me, it's like, okay, so I see what you did here. I'm a content creator, so I got a little understanding on how you do a lot of cross branding and marketing and all these things. So what you did was you put the party and the kid stuff and all the Tommy the Clown type stuff in the same situation as the gang banging. So that way it's like, okay, I can have the gang bangers, the dancers, the kids, just I got all these different worlds coming in here to just make a hit or a banger or whatever the case may be. Right? I get it. But then it's like, if you gonna do that, I just feel like, man, you directly gave this product to the kids because it's really a kid dancing Tommy the Clown type song. It's one thing for a person to be saying with it, because I know some people gonna say, oh man, come on man, it's all kind of music out there. Yes, it is. But it's one thing for a person to just be straight across the board, rated R for the music, and then whoever the adults is around certain kids allow these kids to stumble across that music, then that's one thing. But when you make a dish that's targeting the kids and normal people and civilians and stuff is supposed to feel it, that can lead to something terrible. Because what's gonna happen to these beautiful ladies when they floating down the street and they talking about some bigs and rehearsing and reciting your verses and stuff and replacing letters, and a person assume they own that type of time? What's gonna happen when the kid is sitting around here saying something they saying, and they might be in elementary school, so the junior high kid run their backpack and everything else, or or high school, junior high, or whatever it is? What's gonna happen then? And furthermore, I just can't understand or can't respect why you yourself would be so loud, so braggadocious about some gang lifestyle and promote this and sell this to the kids so directly when you was met with your situation, you really couldn't handle it, right? What do I mean by couldn't handle it? Let me run the content for y'all, and then I'm gonna double back and explain to you what I mean by couldn't handle it.
Got me? Let's say y'all, that's what y'all call a pack out, nigga. 12 niggas on me. All you do is bust my shit. Niggas is marks, blood. Fuck Harlems, nigga. Watch this though, nigga. My body's so sore, blood. I swear to God. Oh my God. So much pain.
Now, as y'all can see, he's definitely in a distressful situation. What I mean by he couldn't handle it is, no, not just because he was slipping, not just because he lost whatever or took a loss, but look how he went about the situation, right? You a grown man. You talking about you on some gangman type of stuff. So when you run into a problem, one of the first things you do after this problem is jump in your vehicle or anybody else's vehicle and go straight to your phone and start filming yourself going through a unfortunate situation. You on there making sounds, you on there crying, you on there throwing out threats, you got something on there that say 10 people jumped on me, which just sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when people supposed to be a part of the streets and the gang culture, it just always gonna sound crazy when a person is publicly saying somebody did something to them. Then you diss the Harlems. That could be considered as you piecing things together, like almost like a form of third-party telling. You know, jumping on a person is a crime. Kicking a person while they on the ground is a crime. You know, all these things is a crime. You know, assault. You know, these people assaulted you.
He assaulted me. He assaulted me. They both assaulted me.
Go sit down.
They both assaulted me.
Your ass down. I don't fucking care. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down now. What the fuck did I just say?
This is how the police and the DA and them gonna take it. So you talking about 10 Harlem members jumped on you. That wasn't honorable to do. If you was really for the gang culture and the lifestyle, you would have took your losses and healed up and, you know, proceed to live your life. And, you know, one day it's you, next day it's them, one day it's you, next day it's them. That's how the sport is played. But it seems like you didn't have that in you. So for you to experience something, which is one of the lightest things you can actually experience from the gang culture, it's like a jumping or a pack out. And you seemed like you was totally dismantled from that, discombobulated. But you want to push that type of narrative to some kids and some young people for them to end up experiencing something that you yourself know you couldn't really take and handle. Just so you could get a buzzing song, a buzzing moment. In my opinion, homie, I just do not respect that. I really don't. Like I stated, I am kind of happy that he got some type of notoriety or a viral moment for himself because I know he been working hard. But I just feel like this right here ain't right. And I wouldn't be keeping it a Benji if I didn't address this and speak on this. You know what I mean? Because he's going against what so many people is on this internet trying to push. You got real members who've been shot up, stabbed up, packed out, time in, doing a gang of time, being here, being there. And they out here promoting peace, pushing unity, trying to de-escalate issues, trying to lead the youth to something that's a little bit like smarter and better for whatever choices they want to make in life. And people is focusing on that things. People is in these streets out here, you know, got these kids doing sports, they doing all kind of things, trying to help the youth in the future. And you come around here with yourself and double behind all of us, and you bring this narrative out here. And also, I would almost, well, you know what, homie? I would also understand it even more if Chef Boy was like just some type of just outstanding member. Like, you know, we got certain people who ain't gonna do no better or don't know no better, so they can't teach no better. And I get that. You know, some people are just how they are. So they're gonna always like basically like they are who they are so much that if you end up around them, you're going to learn things or pick up things from them because they are just who they are. You can't take it away from them. They just how they are. And I would almost understand that a lot more. But that's not who you are. You're not just one of them stump down gang members type people that's like you just full on gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? You're not that type of guy. So to me, you putting this out there is even more uncalled for and not even respected. I wouldn't say that it would be right for a person who's some type of outstanding members to do it. I'm not saying it will make it right, but I would understand it a lot more better. Cause you ain't even on no better. You know what I'm saying? You on what you on, or you who you are. But you on the other hand, bro, it's like for some reason it seemed like Chef Boy woke up one day and became a Piru member, a Blood member, an anti-Crip member, which is very much is shocking to me. But that's what he wants to do, and he's gonna have to answer for that. But I just feel like, why would you want to put a person in a situation that you know you yourself ain't ready for and wasn't ready for? Because maybe you are ready for it now, but you know at times you wasn't. So when people like, it's just like when people really do real time, I don't care what it is. If you ever get around people who do real time and they was a real outstanding member on them yards and all these things, they're gonna always be telling you or anybody else that they really don't want them to go through those things. Just like in these streets, when you really been in wars, you're not really that quick to trying to sign yourself, other people, or anybody else up for wars, because you know what's going to happen. You know? So to me, the fact that he did not have no hesitation to say, you know what, we finna make a big old gumbo pot. I'm putting the gang banging with the Tommy the Clowning, with the kids and the girls and the civilians and the innocents, and we gonna TikTok, we gonna woo wop wop, and come on. It shows that he's not really a part of that culture. It just shows you not of the lifestyle in a real way. But you know, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the Dice Crew. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Hopefully next time Chef Boy can find a different approach to get a viral moment or a buzz or whatever it may be, and you know, that'll be it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep it real with the gang while others do a little something strange for a little piece of change.